Hello programmers, we are going to understand if-else statement in this video. So what is if-else statement? If a condition is true, then you want to do something else, you want to do something else, then we use condition statement, and that is called if-else statement. It is more like a decision making. So to take an example, let's say we have a variable called age, and we are going to ask the user to enter their age. Okay, so let's say enter your age. Now we know input function returns the string. So what we have to do? We have to do the typecast. Now let's typecast it into the integer. Now once we get an age, then if age is greater than 20, then we are going to say print you are an adult. Okay, adult. So let's run the program and enter your age. So I'm going to say 33. The condition is true as age greater than 20, that is 33 is greater than 20, which is true. So we enter this statement. Okay, so we are printing the you are an adult. Let's rerun the program and say I'm going to enter the 12. Now nothing is printed because the if statement is not true, so it doesn't execute this program. Now if let's say you want to execute something if the condition is not true, then you can use else statement there. If the above condition is not true, then what we are going to do? We are going to say you are a kid. Okay, so let's say you are a kid. Now again run the program, and if you will put the number above 20, then it's going to say you are an adult. Now let's put a number 12. So it is printing the you are a kid. This time what happened? Like the condition was not true, so it went into the else statement and printed the thing that we have written here. You may have multiple lines here. Instead of just a single line, you can have multiple lines in this else statement. You understand the basic of if and else statement. Imagine you want to compare more conditions, then what you can do? Then there is ELIF, which stands for else if. Okay, so let's just say if else if age is greater than 10. Okay, if age is greater than 10, then what we are going to say? We are going to say you are a teenager. Okay, you are a teenager. We want to do this. Now if age is greater than 20, then we are going to say you are adult. Else if age is greater than 10, we are going to say teenager. Else we are going to say the you are a kid. Now let's run the program and enter the age. I'm going to say 13, and you can see now you are a teenager is executed as age greater than 10 is has been provoked, or we can say this statement has gotten true. So this statement gets executed. Now let's add another thing. Else if age greater than 60, then we are going to say print you are old, right? So let's run again, and I'm going to give a input as 65 here. But you can see we haven't get the desired output here. Still it's saying you are an adult. Why? Because in if else statement the order of the condition matters a lot. Here the first condition as 65 is greater than 20, so it doesn't check the all the other else or else if statements. So whenever you write else if statement, you need to make sure that the order is correct. Let's move this block from here to the top. Okay, now let's change the else if into if, and if into else if, and run again. Again I'm going to give 65, and you will see the result as you are old, because the order of the condition matters a lot in the if else statement. So you can add as many else if as you want. Maybe you just want to add like else if age greater than 5, you are going to say you are in kindergarten or something like that. So you can add many else if as you want. So let's create a very simple project where we are going to understand if the number is odd or even based on the user input. Okay, so I'm going to create a variable number, which is going to ask the user for the enter a number, and we just have to typecast it into the integer. Okay, so first condition will be if number modulus 2 is equal to 0, which means it is even. So we are going to say print number is even. Okay, if that is not even, then there is only one possibility, so we will just print number is odd. Number is odd. Okay, I just forgot to put the string here. And now let's run the program and see the output. First I am going to say 13, and it says number is odd as 13 modulo 2 is not equal to 0, which will be the equal to value of 1. So this condition is false, so it goes to the else statement. Now let's run again. Now let's type 12, and it's going to say number is even as 12 is division by 2. So let's create another project, a very simple project, where we are going to ask for user for some input and print the user input in the console. So let's say user choice is our variable. Okay, so let's ask for input, where we can say please enter either y or n. We are going to ask user to enter either y or n. So let's create a program. If user choice is y, then we are going to print you choose y. Okay, you choose y. Now another statement can be else if user choice is equal to n, then we'll say print you choose n. And the final statement, which means if user ever choose any of them, then we are just going to display wrong choice. Okay, wrong choice. Now test the program and see the result. I'm going to say y, so you choose y has been displayed as this condition get true. Now put n, and it will say you choose John as this condition gets true, so this code gets executed. If you say a here, which is not in our option, so it's going to say wrong choice. I hope you guys now understand what is the if else statement and when to use it. Also, one thing to notice is like you can put as many else if as you want, so you just don't have to use 2 or 3. You can choose many, even you can choose very complex statement here. Let's say and user choice, you want to just do the capital N also, then you can do this, combine the other statement also, as we have already covered the boolean operator also. So yeah guys, thank you for watching and make sure to subscribe for more technical videos.